Okay, now you might not have thought that a reading exercise would be a writing exercise, and this is just getting real complicated and you don't want to deal with it. And that's all right, you don't have to. But, hi, it's Mark Ochterman here. And I guess this is going to be video D, or the fourth video of my series on how to read more effectively for lay readers. Actually, Hebrews 9:23 through 28. And I got to tell you, folks, I don't recommend looking at your phone computer screen while you're writing. Just a few I'm getting terrible vertigo from this exercise. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm reading this now famous phrase, thus it was necessary for the sketches of the heavenly things to be purified with these rites. Okay, so what I would do for, if I were going to read this in church, or for a really fun party, I would write this phrase out. And I usually think of this, I write poetry that often is intended to be lyrics. And the way that I do that is I keep the phrases pretty short. And so when I see words like for, prepositions usually are kind of an indicator to me that there's something new coming up. So so that goes on to a new line for the sketches of the heavenly things. Okay, so thus it was necessary for the sketches of the heavenly things. All right, now, to be purified with these rites. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this to the point where each line is maybe 6 words, maybe at the longest. But I also want to break it up so that the meaning of each line is kind of an independent thing. And those of you who are big into enjambment, like if you're into poetry and you like enjambment, I'm sorry, it's just not going to be part of this. It's not going to be helpful to what we're trying to do here. Enjambment is a very cool thing, but and if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Just forget that I ever said anything about it. But okay, and here you can see nicely that for the heavenly things themselves, that's going to be a line. Okay. And I'm sorry that I'm just writing all over the page because I'm like, this is a whole new technique for me. Not writing it, but writing it while I'm looking through the phone to see what I'm doing here. Okay, so it's not that we're making this any longer, we're just breaking it up. So at the 4, between the things and the 2, after themselves, okay, for thus it was necessary, and we could put even like a little quarter breath there. Thus it was necessary for the sketches of the heavenly things to be purified with these rites. But, and there's a comma there, so the comma gets like a half stop or a half breath. So, thus it was necessary for the sketches of the heavenly things to be purified with these rites. But the heavenly things themselves need better sacrifices than these. And then we want to do that same process to all of this. And you say, but isn't that making it longer? Well, sure, it's that, I mean, you're going to be spending some time doing this, but ask yourself too, why are you doing this? Why are you serving as a lay reader? Why are you serving as a reader? Let's just put it that way. Why are you serving as a reader in your church? Is it because, I don't know why, but if you're doing it because this is part of your engagement with Scripture, then take it as an opportunity to engage with Scripture, right? Spend a little time looking at this and trying to figure out. You're not going to be doing the exposition if you're just the reader. Now, of course, if you're the pastor and you're going to give a sermon and you're also reading, hey, I hope you're paying attention because this is also useful to you. I mean, I hope it's useful to you. These kind of techniques, if maybe I'm doing a terrible job and you find somebody else who can offer you guidance, but seek out the guidance, okay? Because this is important. It's important to be able to read this as clearly as possible to convey the sense of it. And again, not necessarily to build a lot of interpretation into the reading, but to make clear in this case, the English of it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of this and come back for video E.